Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that it is none like it. For it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but the elect shall be saved out of it. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And when you hear Christians speak, about the return of the Lord, they always try to give you a good feeling and a not so bad time. Salakia. Salakia. So when you listen to Christians and they talk to you about the coming of the Lord, they give you like this good feeling and this sense of it's just going to be all peace when the Lord returns. It's going to be peace, and it's going to be, it's going to bring salvation. But what they don't tell you is that, the real reality of it before the Lord returns and when the Lord returns is going to be like a time. It's going to be a time like no other on the planet. A time of fear, a time of uncertainty, right? A time of death, destruction, pain, mourning, sorrows. This is what's going to come before and when the Lord returns, man, because the only ones that are going to be good throughout all this is the elect of the nation of Israel, right? Which consists of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. So when you look at how the world is today, people are in fear. They're realizing that what they've learned and what they've heard, and what they believed as far as this world goes. I mean, this country, the end times and all that. They're coming to the realization that it was all a lie. It was all a lie, man. So I got this video from this channel where I usually get my videos from, Hopeful Elect 3. Where you got this young Jake that's speaking about how he's feeling, seeing all of these things on the earth and what's happening on the earth. And this is a lot of people. So these types of videos are going to come out more and more, frequent. And people are not going to be able to hold it in anymore. So we're going to listen, man. Yahba Shem Yahushua willing, the elect, the other five. Shalom.
I'm really scared right now, bro. The world is in a bad position, and I'm tired of acting like it isn't, right? As much as I joke about it, as much as I ignore it, I cannot fully shake this feeling of just this anxious, scared feeling, no matter how much someone wants to, try to comfort me about it, right? I can't, bro. It's actually scary. Now I'm scared for me, my family, people I know. I'm scared for you guys, y'all situation. I don't know what situation I'm in right now. I'm scared for y'all. And it's like even outside of America, because ironically, America isn't even the worst. It's nowhere near the worst. That's like worst position in the world right now. But it just we all feel something bad is about to happen, bro. And I can't tell.
And actually, America, Babylon the Great, is in the worst position that it has ever been in since this country was up and running. Because now what you got is countries departing from America. America is losing its allies. America is just losing, and at the same time, people are ready to push the button on this country. To flatline this place because the whole world is seeing that this country is the problem, right? May not be uh per se, the citizens, but the government, the rulership, the leaders, they are the problem. They are causing all the turmoil in the earth. So, yeah, Babylon is in a bad spot.
Like what's gonna happen first, bro? Like I don't know if it's gonna be a bad escalation in this war. I don't know if it's gonna be something bad with the climate because the weather has been acting funky as hell recently. I don't know, bro. I'm terrified. I'm really scared, bro. I don't know what to do, and I just feel like the world is falling apart, bro.
Hey, and it is. And this Jake, this Jake is probably no more than maybe I'll give him 25, something like that. So he said he feared for himself, his family, his friends. He don't even the people he don't even know. He's in fear, and you can see it in his eyes, and where I stopped it. This is the look on his face is how the spirit and a lot of people are. And people they can't cope with it, man. He said no matter how much people try to comfort him, he still has a feeling of fear. So the brother had, you know, uh, a scripture in the beginning. We're gonna get that. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. Right? Let me do something real quick. Luke 21 and 25. This it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. And we see that. The nations are mad, the nations are going crazy, right? Everywhere there's chaos, everywhere there's a disagreement, everywhere there's a divide, right? So the world is in chaos right now, right? It's on a low level, but that's going to change quick, man. It says with perplexity, right? Perplexity means, matter of fact, I don't want to get it wrong. Let's look it up. Right? Perplex. Right? Perplexity. It means perplexity is a state of being confused, bewildered, or uncertain due to complicated circumstances, man. So yes, you have that, man. There are millions of people out here that are confused and that have this uncertainty that dwells in them, as like this dude, this Jake. He's not sure, what's gonna go on. He's not 100% certain, man. Right? It says definition, it is the feeling of being puzzled, or a tangled situation, man. And Babylon the Great is a is in a tangled situation, right? That they can't wiggle their way out of, man. Right? So it says it says with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring, man. Yeah, the other nations. Everybody's, crying out due to, their livelihoods being took. Verse 25. 26. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear. You're looking at one, right? And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, man. And that's the leaders. The leaders are in fear. The scriptures tell you in Sirach 10 that as the rulers are, so are the people, man. Not us, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua told us that these things will happen, and the Lord said to fear not, for all these things must come to pass. But the people of the world, the people that don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're in fear, man. They're in fear. And let's show you why, man. This is gonna be my last one. We're gonna close out. This is Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 1. And I'm gonna start at 14. Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. Right? Those that are considered to be mighty men. You got the so-called men of war. Look at the soldiers. The soldiers are opting out. They don't want to fight. Right? It says, that day is the day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. And didn't I just read the stress of nations in Luke 21, 25? Right? It says, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. Right? Hell on earth. Hell on earth. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And the fenced cities, this would be considered a fenced city, Babylon, man. Nobody has ever, committed an act of war on Babylon the Great, on its soil, right? In Babylon the Great, not a near missile hit Babylon the Great ever, man. That's why they call this place the virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? It has never been touched. But it's about to be. Right? Because America went through things before. And people weren't this, on the fence about, it bouncing back. People just knew that America had the upper hand. But now people are uncertain, right? People are looking at it as, man, we really effed up now, right? It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, right? The infrastructures, right? The things that keep America flowing, man, the government, right? The leadership. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. And this is why you should be in fear of the day of the Lord, man, because that's what's near. All these things that you're seeing happening is bringing forth the day of the Lord, man. And if you're not in fear, you a damn fool, man. If you in the world and you're not in fear, you feel like America's gonna get a pass, from being touched, you're a fool, man. So, hey, man, we just gonna wait for this place to just go down, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua return and just do what we was told to do, man. What we was commanded to do. So, I'm gonna leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing to elect with the other Father, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, to the next one. Shalom.
It's scary right now, bro. The world is in a bad position, and I'm tired of acting like it isn't, right? As much as I joke about it, as much as I ignore it, I cannot fully shake this feeling of just this anxious, scared feeling. No matter how much someone wants to, try to comfort me about it, right? I can't, bro. It's actually scary. Now, I'm scared for me, my family, people I know. I'm scared for you guys, y'all situation. I don't know what situation I'm in right now. I'm scared for y'all. And it's like, even outside of America, because ironically, America isn't even the worst. It's nowhere near the worst. That's like worst position in the world right now. But it's just, we all feel something bad is about to happen, bro. And I can't tell, like, what's going to happen first, bro. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a bad escalation in this war. I don't know if it's going to be something bad with the climate because the weather has been acting funky as hell recently. I don't know, bro. It's just, I'm terrified. I'm really scared, bro. I don't know what to do. And I just feel like the world is falling apart, bro.